what inspired you to create this film?
Well, at the Mystic Aquarium, we did a camp at that, and they told us that we could go out for this bigger film festival, like the national one. So I made this little film, and then it started getting into more and more film festivals, and here we are.
Congratulations. You know, something someone told me a long time ago is like, there's no little things in art, right? All of it's important. So congratulations. If you could give one word to describe what you think audiences are going to walk away from your film with, a feeling, a thought, whatever it may be, what's that word?
I just hope that they think a little bit more about Connecticut salmon, or any salmon in general. It doesn't have to make a big impact, just maybe a little voice in your head.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 13 years old.
13 years old. We have a young up-and-coming filmmaker, y'all. Remember Jude.
The inspiration for the film itself is based on a true story on our wedding, how we had to kind of go through everything during the pandemic. And it's all about the experience of an immigrant and the experience of an American trying to get married, and all of the different hurdles and stuff we have to jump through that immigration puts upon us. Definitely a story about love.
How did it feel to create a film that was so personal to you?
It was great to tell the story. It was hard, I think we talked about this before, to separate ourselves from the characters, because after all, we were not trying to play ourselves.
Right, but it's so close.
But it was so close. So I think that was definitely a challenge, but I'm glad that we are telling this story.
What do you hope audiences walk away from this film with? A feeling, a thought, a lesson?
Oh, me. Okay.
Whoever wants to
Definitely about the immigrant experience and how much we have to work to try to get things done, just because it's not spoken enough. I feel like with everything that's been going on politically around, there's been a lot of kind of like dark clouds around this. But because it's not spoken about enough, I hope that it's something that does shine a light towards the experience and our experience.
Well, this is my daughter Stephanie. And she's the director of this movie, and I'm in it.
Amazing. What's the film?
It's called Fort Trumbull, which is the name of a beach in Milford, Connecticut, where we filmed it. And yeah, it's a 9-minute film. My dad is the star of it. I wrote and directed it.
Amazing. This is the second group today that we've spoken with that has, you know, a parent and child's combo creating art. So I think that is so cool and beautiful.
It's all the rage.
It's all the rage. Can you tell us a little bit about the film and where you got the idea to create it?
Sure. It was during the COVID lockdown, and I was feeling, I'm most of the time I'm an actor and a teacher and a writer, director, creative, and so was feeling kind of at a loss for all those things when the shutdown was happening. Wanted to make something, and my good friend who's a big fan of my dad, who's an actor most of the time, also, you know, a stage actor and stuff, she was a big fan of his, and she's like, well, you have to make something with your dad. So that was the inspiration behind it.
I'm Edwin Escobar, and I submitted, left, I wrote it, I directed it, I did the casting, but I had a great team behind that helped me put it together.
Amazing. Congratulations. This is a little off topic, but the last time I interviewed you, you were in a car because you just had a child. How's life with your baby girl? Baby girl, right?
Yeah. So she was born with the Bridgeport Film Fest. I think we did a Zoom call. I was in the hospital.
Yes.
And then I came here like in and out, like an hour a day.
Yes.
It was very exciting. She's good. She's talking back now, the usual. You know, she's my boss. So
that's what happens when you have a
yeah,
girl.
yeah. I mean, that's what I wanted.
Girls become the boss. Okay, so let's talk about your film. Can you give us a little bit about your inspiration for why you decided to do this?
So there's a lot of different things that inspire me, but mainly it was watching my grandmother, who, may she rest in peace now. She was battling with dementia, and I just kind of saw her lost her identity from being a matriarch and lose herself. So I figure it would be great to make a suspense thriller based on a mental illness like dementia, because I think that's one of the scarier things, is to lose yourself, you know, especially if you're like the head of the family. She was 102, so she's seen some stuff.
Yeah.
So that inspired me. I didn't write about her. She's not the main character. I switched that up so it wouldn't be too personal. But I do have the family dynamic of everybody that's affected by this disease. It's not just the person. But again, it goes back to a thriller to just showcase how scary it can be.
Why do you continue to choose to be a creator?
I can't help it.
Boom, mic drop.